You are the only participant in the conference. The recording has started.
What's up? What's up, everyone? How y'all doing tonight? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Seashells Prosper said, watch the YouTube show that stated JSU playing against Texas and San Marcos. Not the type of town they should win and celebrate in. Go to Austin. The people from there come on vacation and leave on probation. What is going on, everyone? Came on tonight to chop it up with y'all. I know I haven't done the show in a minute. Been busy with work. I had a lot of projects going on at work, and so I've been having a lot of long days. So I've been haven't been able to do live shows like I want to. But we back now. All this stuff is over with, so I'm back full effect. How y'all doing tonight? So tonight I want to talk about. It's a lot of stuff I want to talk about tonight. First thing being, there's a story. What's going on, Deputy Mario? So I actually want to get some opinions from y'all. I want to see what kind of changes y'all would want from the SWAC going into this next season. I also want to talk about these rule changes the NCAA is trying to implement, where they're trying to keep undergraduate kids from transferring out. They're trying to make them sit a year if they want to transfer a second time. So say for instance, you could transfer once, but they want to make it to where if you try to transfer again, you have to sit out a year. And I want to get y'all opinion on that. In my opinion, I feel like that's unfair to the kids, because I feel like coaches don't have to sit out when they leave and take other jobs, going other places. You know, I feel like the kids should be able to go where they want, because you have to understand these schools don't look at these kids. They don't look at these kids like they're children. They look at them like they're tools to be used to make money. And so I wish these kids can do what they want to do, because when a coach leaves, he's gone. He can leave for more money and he doesn't have to suffer any consequences. So I'm not cool with the NCAA trying to stop kids from transferring and entering the transfer portal. Let these kids do what they want to do. If you don't want to play for my school, that's cool. I don't want you at my school if you don't want to play for my school. So that's the Power 96 said, make the coaches sit out a year. Yeah. Or do this. You want to make it to where the kids can't transfer. If a coach up and leave, he has to give half his first year salary to the school that he left. Since y'all want to penalize these kids for going other places. Yeah. So yeah, man. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Also, There's a wide receiver that may be coming to Jackson State, the Coldest Crawford. One of the most unique players in college football because of his name. His name is the Coldest. So there's been a lot of buzz about him possibly coming to Jackson State, which is dope, man. And I'm loving. And I put a lot of the commitment pictures up because I like what I'm seeing from the SWAC. I like that the SWAC are prioritizing recruiting. They are prioritizing commits, coming to the SWAC. I like that. I like what I'm seeing from the SWAC, and we're keeping this thing going. We're keeping this momentum going. One thing and make sure y'all share the stream because I know YouTube probably not send my notifications out because I haven't posted in a while. So make sure y'all share the stream so more people can come in on the stream. David Mario said the Coldest. Yeah, man, that's a cold nickname. But yeah, man, I like what I'm seeing from the SWAC, man. A lot of people thought that the excitement was gonna die down and things like that. I think the excitement is still in the SWAC. I still think kids want to come to HBCUs and play ball. And with Coach Prime being gone, I think that's okay. I think the SWAC will still persevere through this time. And the changes I want to talk about the SWAC making, because I want to talk about content creation and content tonight as well. I want to talk about I think I want to see all the SWAC schools prioritize their content. All the SWAC schools should have pages that's capturing footage of the locker rooms. They're capturing footage of the practices. They should be capitalizing on their popularity and not leaving it up to independent media, because independent media platforms, they can just up and leave whenever they want to. They can up and leave it whatever they want to. And I know a lot of people were talking about the pregame show, and shout out to the pregame show. Those guys do great work, and I love what they do. But they started covering Colorado too. They're covering Colorado too. So a lot of people were mad about that and or upset about it. And I'm not mad at them about it, but I feel like Jackson State football should have their own YouTube channel to where they're putting out their own content. So when other media platforms want to leave, that's okay. Seashells Prosperity said, yes, content brings awareness that brings fans to the area. Their players should have pages and possible endorsement while playing for college. Its brand than the top ones. Yeah. Along with the players, having their YouTube channels and stuff too. That's dope. That's cool. But I would want Jackson State to have their own YouTube Jackson State football channel to where they're posting their own content. Quick question: why does the SWAC have to travel to New Jersey to play Hampton? Schools like Hampton and Howard doesn't come to the Deep South. See, that was something else that I thought was kind of funny. It seemed to me like they're trying to do the classic formula, and they're trying to make the game in New Jersey. And it's crazy that these other conferences, they bite off HBCUs, but they don't really make it known. They try to act like they ain't really looking at us. They don't really care about HBCUs, but you bite off everything that we do. So that game with Hampton and Grambling, that's sort of like a fake classic that they trying to do. They trying to put on a classic, but they're not gonna call it a classic. But to me, that's what they're doing. They're taking the classic formula. But yeah, I definitely want to see the SWAC prioritize content creation. I want to see all the SWAC schools putting out content. I like what they're doing on Twitter. They're doing a lot of good on Twitter. They're prioritizing recruiting and stuff on Twitter, but I want to see them get more involved with YouTube and putting out content on YouTube for people to watch. Hold on just a second, y'all. Is my mic good, y'all? All right. Well, another change that I want to see an upgrade in cameras for the games. Like when we're broadcasting our games, we want this stuff to look crisp. All right. Okay, cool. We want this stuff to look crisp. We want it to look professional. a couple of games throughout the year in the SWAC, the production, the broadcasting production wasn't good. I want to see SWAC schools really prioritize, the way it looks, because you're marketing the product. So we need to make sure all of this is A1. I want to see our games look crisp when it's on TV. I don't want to see, bad footage. You know what I'm saying? And so when I look at Power 5 games and I look at all the other conferences, that's stuff that I think can be fixed. And I understand cameras. People like, well, cameras cost a lot, but I believe you can rent that kind of stuff, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not a super camera enthusiast, but I believe schools can rent that equipment and just rent it for the season and and use it and have good quality content when the games are on, so people won't be, so it won't look raggedy. Because some of those games, I know one game last year, it looked green on the screen, and I was like, man, what is going on with this? Like, we definitely gotta fix that. I want to see the coaches come out more. We have TC Taylor as the new coach of Jackson State now, and I think that he has a cool personality. I would like to see him post more. I would like to see Jackson State really put him front and center, have him talk to the fans and things like that more. So, people can be very involved in what's going on. You still got people, you're going to have people running over to Colorado, watching Colorado content, but we got our own stuff that's popping. We got it popping over here, and we need to really showcase that. Well, yeah. So what do y'all think of the change? I want to open up the phone lines. Let me see if I'm gonna open up the phone line. I wasn't gonna stay on too long tonight, y'all. I'm just coming on to chop it up with y'all because I know I haven't chopped it up with y'all in a while, and I want to come on and chop it up with y'all. But I can open up the phone lines if anybody want to call in, talk about what changes you want to see the SWAC make. We're going through a transition, y'all. We're going through a transition, but I think we're gonna be all right. So the phone line is open right now. If you want to call in, 657-390-4814. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And another thing that was kind of weird. So y'all know the SWAC MEAC challenge is on week 0, right? And so Colorado was trying to have a game on week 0 with Arizona State. So I'm like, hold up, how y'all gonna do that? But I actually think that could have been a good recruiting tool for Jackson State, because they're gonna talk about Jackson State during the game, during the Colorado game, and then Jackson State will be playing that night. So it'll be some good shine for Jackson State. But I just thought it was funny that Colorado and Arizona State probably was gonna be playing week 0 too. And but hopefully it wouldn't have been at the same time, so it wouldn't take the shine off Jackson State game. All right, hold on, y'all. I got a call coming in. It's my guy, Mr. Ford. What's going on, Mr. Ford?
Hey, man. Good to hear from you, man. I've been missing you.
Yeah, I know I've been gone, man.
Yeah.
I've been busy, but I'm back now.
Okay, yeah. I want to before I get started, I want to shout out the gymnastics team at Fisk. They got a girls gymnastics team up there, and they've been doing a little play. And I'm so happy for Fisk University. Fisk is a very historical school. At one time, it was called the best black intellectual or liberal arts school in America. That's the school that gave you Nikki Giovanni, Hazel O'Leary, Dr. W.B. Du Bois, John Hope Franklin. So I'm so happy for Fisk University up in there. But I was listening at you talk about what you said, the things you want. That's the SWAC network, right? Everything you was asking, said you want TC to come out a little bit more. Oh, and by the way, let me tell you this. I got this. I got the Plus. ESPN Plus, right?
Uh-huh.
All them problems we was having while I was watching them Jackson State games, I haven't seen them at all with them basketball games. Man, sometimes them productions was so pitiful. Now, to be honest with you, I still say, and I will always say, the best thing the SWAC can do is tell ESPN to get lost, because I don't think they're going to do us right, ever.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, some of the, like the Boombox Classic, I watched that on ESPN Plus. Man, it was terrible. It was flashing out, bad sound, like you said, messed up camera angle. I haven't seen any of that during these Division I basketball games I've seen on the SWAC Plus. I mean, on the ESPN Plus. But I just want to say they can't get around it. They got to put the money into that SWAC network. They can't get around it. Yeah. You want me to hang around? What you want me to do?
No, you good. Cause I was just coming on for a minute to talk to the people. You know, I haven't been on for a while, but I want to ask you, have you been seeing all the recruits still coming? You know, we still got people coming into the SWAC, man. I think we're gonna be fine.
That man didn't. Yeah, listen. Dion was good. He brought some attention, but Dion was not the sole source of this renaissance we having in black college football. Listen, they put TC in that job, and that thing's still rolling, man. Matter of fact, you got a better quarterback room than, because Dion wouldn't let no quarterbacks come there. Look at the quarterbacks picked up. You got the kid from Louisiana Lafayette. You got that Randall Cunningham kid out there that way he plays like Randall Cunningham coming in from Texas. You got that big old kid from, I think he's coming from Virginia Tech. That boy can play. I saw him during the season.
Yeah.
You got this kid coming in from the junior college. Listen, man, hey, that train keep rolling out there, Jackson, baby. That train keep rolling. And I'm saying this about those black schools in the MEAC, the SWAC, the SIAC, the CIAA. If you don't have NFL caliber players on your campus, it's your fault, because they are out there. Right. And they want to come to these HBCUs.
Yeah.
And if you just get off your behind and do a little recruiting, boys, all it is, the recruiting is already done. It's called the transfer portal. You can get it. So if you don't have NFL type caliber players on your campus, it's your fault.
Right. Let's see who's calling right now, Mr. Ford. Let me see who this is.
Okay. All right.
What's going on, Caller? You live? Talk to me.
Oh, not much. I'm just calling in. What happened? Dion left. It seems like y'all in funeral mode.
What are you talking about? We in funeral mode, man. We good. We not in funeral mode. We fine. Why you think we in funeral mode? Huh? Hello? Hello? Let me remove him. I guess
I've been called a hater for 2 years. I was like, Dion gonna leave at the first opportunity.
Is it freezing up for y'all? Because I'm hearing him break up. Is it freezing up for y'all?
Nah.
Hold on. Mr. Ford, let me close it. Let me close it, and I'm gonna reopen it back up, and I want you to call back in.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Let me close this, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. Some people are dragging his name through the dust. Yeah, hold on, y'all. Let me restart it, because it was freezing up for me on my end. Let me see now. It should be fine now.
There is one other participant in the conference. The recording has started.
Miss Ford, you there? Miss Ford, you there? Miss Ford. Miss Ford, can you hear me? All right, Mr. Ford, call back. Let me get Mr. Ford to call back. But he was saying that yeah, so it should be working now. My bad, y'all. I had to restart the program. But yeah, he was saying that that we in funeral mode. I don't know why people keep thinking that we're mad at Deion Sanders. We are not mad at Deion Sanders for leaving. Let me say this loud and clear. We are not mad at Deion Sanders for leaving. We're okay with him getting a higher paying job. That's fine. The only reason why people were mad is because of the way it all unfolded at the end. Nobody's mad with him leaving. He can go on and do what he got to do. We don't care about that. The SWAC was here before Deion. It's going to be here after Deion. We okay with him leaving. So I don't understand why people sound like we're in funeral mode and stuff like that. No, we're not in funeral mode. I'm over it. I am over it at this point because you're not going to get him back. It's over with. So I'm not even worrying about it anymore. Define we because welcoming, embrace, warm, embrace, etc. Self-respect. All right, hold on. I got a call coming in. What's going on, Carly Live? Talk to me.
This is Gabriel from Memphis. What's going on, bud?
What's going on, man? How you been doing?
I've been doing. How you been doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Getting things back rolling. You know how we do.
Okay. That's straight. Yeah, man. Shoot, me and a couple partners, it's probably gonna be like in the fall, but yeah, we getting ready to get it. Get a podcast cranked up too, man. So shit,
oh yeah.
Yeah, be on the lookout for it. It's gonna be called the greatest podcast show on earth.
Okay.
But anyway, man. Hey,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, I kind of underestimated TC, but he doing the damn thing, man.
Yeah.
I am really, really impressed.
Yeah, he is, man. I'm impressed too, and I just wish he would come out a little more. And somebody asked, am I talking about on YouTube? I'm talking about both. Like, I want to see him post on Twitter and on YouTube. I want to see him post on both platforms.
Yeah.
You got to utilize this stuff, man, because that's what the kids want. Go ahead.
Right. Now, the players are kind of like, we're taking up where Deion left off with the, with the posting and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like you, and I think he need to do that. Now, I will say this. I know we still got some more signing coming up. So the next thing he needs to concentrate on is beefing up the offensive line and the defensive line. I think we'll run it back again.
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah, I expect them to run it back. I don't really see anybody beating them, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Grambling is looking good.
Like
FAMU is looking good too now. Don't sleep on FAMU. FAMU has been recruiting their butts off. So you can't sleep on them.
We got their number. Now, I say this right here. Coming out the shoot for that SWAC MEAC challenge against Southern South Carolina State.
Yeah.
I think if we get them, we're gonna roll. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna go undefeated, but we got to win those first two, man. We can't give FAMU no damn wiggle room.
Mm-hmm. What you think about the Texas State game?
Huh?
I said, what you think they're gonna do against Texas State?
Man, look, I say this. If we beat Texas State, if we beat two out of conference games, South Carolina State and Texas State, I dare to say we probably go undefeated in the regular season again.
Yeah.
Because down the stretch, it won't really get that difficult down the stretch.
But Texas State been recruiting like crazy though.
Right.
They've been recruiting like crazy.
I know they have.
I've been looking at what they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said I've been looking at what they've been doing. It definitely seems like they're trying to they trying to win that game against Jackson State. Like they're not trying to lose no games this season because They've been, and it's speculating that Quay Davis might be going to Texas State too. So that'll be crazy for him to go to Texas State and have to play Jackson State. Yeah, because I think Texas State and Colorado are the choices, the school that's trying to get him. So, so that would be crazy.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get up off here. Now, and I say this when it comes to the ESPN thing, man. If we can beat both of these non-conference games, with South Carolina State and Texas State, I really think ESPN that'll like open up their eyes a little bit more, and then watch out for Bethune-Cookman next year. If Ed Reed can get that going, and man, I think the SWAC can really write their ticket and go back to the negotiating table with ESPN, man. At least get us on ESPN2 and you.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, good hollering at you. I'll just yell at you right quick.
All right, appreciate the call. Let me get Mr. Ford back on here.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Ford, you back on? Mr. Ford, you turn your background sound down, and I'm gonna get I'm gonna get this call on real quick. Hold on, Mr. Ford.
Okay.
What's going on, Carly? Talk to me.
Oh, how's it going? I had called in earlier. I think you had I was breaking up or something.
Yeah, I restarted. It's good now. You can go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I was saying it seems like it's less energy on the blogs and the channels. That's why I was saying funeral mode. It's like it's off script. He like he on his last leg, and everybody else have like it's like the energy is down. And this one guy, he just constantly hating on Dion. He's still making videos down at Dion and talking crazy.
I haven't had a chance.
That joke was ridiculous.
I haven't had a chance to watch many people, but I think what it is, it's not a lot of content being created right now from like the school from the schools for us to talk about. Like when Dion was at Jackson State, there was constantly a stream of content and stuff for us to talk about, even during the off season. So now with the players being back at school and you have other players making videos and stuff, it'll be a lot more stuff for us to talk about. But I think it's definitely with him being gone and with him promoting so much, it's probably going to be hard for a lot of the content creators to like constantly bring content every day, because a lot of the schools not really putting out a lot of stuff for us to talk about out right now. Because right now it's like this is like the worst time right now, when it comes to college football, because this is like a dead period and pretty much it's a dead period. Yeah, it's only recruiting going on, but we still got things to talk about, and they're still doing things. We can talk about recruits and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure once practice starts and they start actually putting content out, and then we get close toward the spring game, we'll have more stuff to talk about. But go ahead. Oh,
and like with the new coach, do you think he will have this? Is they gonna give him enough time to build a program up, or because Dion got a lot of transfers and stuff like that? Are they gonna allow him time to build up the program back up? Like, I mean, you can bottom out really, really fast.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Dion took a lot of players, and
I don't
QB. That's like the main thing. You can have a good coach, but if you ain't got a QB, I don't care how good a coach you is.
I don't really think he took that much. I don't really think he took that much though. He took the best players like Travis, Cam, Shador, but I think there are still great players at Jackson State that's going to step up, because they had 4-star guys on the bench. You got to understand, they had guys on the bench that were really good. So I think they're going to be all right. And then, I think TC Taylor know what he's doing. He knows to keep that culture that they had and still going. Go ahead.
My thing is, like I'm not really worried about the defense. It's the offense that I was, like I said, that'll determine the season. No, defense you can hang in, but the offense, that's what I was more worried about, like on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, you still got.
That's why I think that's gonna be the biggest problem, the offense.
Well, yeah, you still got Savion Wilkerson. You gotta remember he's still there.
Yeah.
You know, he ran all over the SWAC, so he's still there. You got Trevonte Rucker, Willie Gaines, Rico Powers. You got Malachi Wideman, and you got other receivers that they're recruiting in. I think they're gonna be fine, especially in the skill positions. Now, the offensive line and the quarterback is what they have to work on. But I think the guys they got in the QB room, I think they're gonna do something. I think they're gonna be all right, and they're gonna be able to sell on a quarterback that's gonna win games for them.
Yeah, and like with Deion in Colorado, like that first game gonna really tell a whole lot about Shadua, because that TCU is not no run of the mill slouch.
Yeah,
it can get ugly. Real quick.
Somebody asked if Shiloh committed to CU yet. Well, Shiloh is going to be graduating from Jackson State, and so after he graduates from Jackson State, he's probably going to go. He's going to go over there then. But he's going.
Well,
but he's up there. Go ahead.
Do you want my honest opinion about him, or do you want me to sugarcoat?
I mean, you give your honest opinion. You go ahead.
Truth be told, let's be for real, man. He's not that good of a safety, if you want my honest opinion. I know the people like they like at Jackson State, they want to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He is not really that good of a safety. They say headache game. Yeah, he can hit, but he is not that good in coverage at all. He is not like Eddie Jackson that played Alabama. He definitely ain't in the same category as Tyrann Mathieu that was at LSU. I think he's just okay, not great. That's all I ever thought of. He's just an okay player. Nothing special about it. He is not big. He is not blazing fast. He missed a lot of tackles too, trying to make the big hit.
Well, I think he got some fundamental pieces that a coach can work with. Like he can hit and he has closing speed. And so I think with good coaching, he'll be okay. I believe he'll be able to make an NFL roster in the future with good coaching. But somebody said Quay Davis gonna sell us out. Hopefully not, man. One of Jackson State receivers, he entered the transfer portal, and he may be going to one of the schools they're playing. But
was he part of Deion Sanders' first recruiting class?
Yeah, he's he's part of the first recruiting class.
Yeah, okay. I guess you got to transfer wherever you get an opportunity, because I've heard the name, but I haven't seen him do much of nothing. So, yes.
Mr. Ford, you got anything? Mr. Ford, you still there?
I personally think that TC is going to be coached because I thought that Deion was doing a lot of daddy ball, and I want to commend TC and Coach O for what they've done since TC was named the head coach. I think it's the sky's the limit, and I think they will be better. I can see TC winning the SWAC and winning the Celebration Bowl.
Yeah.
That's what I'm for. I've known TC some years. He's not a Johnny-come-lately now. I met him when he was the offensive coordinator at North Carolina Central, and Jerry Mack, who was the running back coach at Tennessee, was the head coach. And I like the people that he's bringing in. The guy, Coach Harris, who he's bringing in from Liberty, has more experience than Brett Bartolome. So the offense is going to be better. I think that he has enough people, like you said, on the bench, and with the people that the returning starters on that offensive line, I don't think the offense is going to be a down a minus. I think it's going to be a plus. And as far as Shiloh is concerned, Shiloh plays better when he is close to the line of scrimmage. Your call is correct. His coverage skills are not they're not good. He's not fundamentally sound. Yes, he comes up to make the big hit, but he doesn't wrap up. But the thing about him is he plays better when he's closer to the line of scrimmage.
So what, Ms. Ford, what do you think about them trying to play at Arizona State week 0, the same week South Carolina State and Jackson State play?
People are still going to outdraw when it's all said and done. You watch the number of people that watch that Jackson State, South Carolina State, watch the numbers, and watch the number of people that'll watch the Arizona State and Colorado numbers. I'm looking for Jackson State to outpull them. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know that it's Coach Prime, and I know that it's, so-called Pac-12, FBS football, but I'm telling y'all, there is a true renaissance going on in HBCU football, especially in the SWAC. I know I heard your caller say that it seems like it's dead. Well, from what I'm seeing when I come home and I turn on my computer, it's always something on there about that recruiting period right now. And I think it's going to be more because the next major signing date is February 3rd. Most of the Power 5 schools have gotten all of their people.
Yeah.
It's now about the Group of 5, the FCS. Those are the people that use that February 3rd signing date. And that's what everybody's looking for. I saw a rating the other day. It was 247 Sports. They said that of all the FCS, Jackson State was number 2. Campbell was number 1 in recruiting. FAMU was 5, and Texas Southern was 10.
Yeah, they definitely recruit.
So that means that there's some good athletes. Like I said, we still getting a professional athlete who has the potential of being in the NFL. The most important thing is that we must get coaches who are quality, who are championship, and have the ability to develop those players so that they can compete in the NFL, the CFL, or the XFL. That's what it's all about now.
Mr. Ford, what do you think about the NCAA trying to make that rule to where the undergraduate guys, they would have to sit out if they want to transfer a second time? Are you in agreement to that?
Well, no. Listen, they're looking at this transfer portal, and they're trying to slow down the fact that all of these kids are leaving these Power 5 and Group of 5 schools and coming to these HBCU schools. They're coming into the SWAC, into the MEAC, because I keep telling people, with this guy Quinn Gray going to Albany State, with the guy Chennis Berry at Benedict, with Coach Gibbs down at Fort Valley State, those 3 schools right there, and you can also Tuskegee to that list, they are going to look like SWAC teams if they use that transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Benedict this year?
Oh, yeah. It was nice.
Listen, Benedict could have beaten at least 4 or 5 SWAC teams this year. I'm serious.
Yeah, they were really good.
Could have beat. If you saw that offensive line, they had that big old offensive line that came through that transfer portal.
Right.
And I'm telling you, Quinn Gray and them are going to put together a team at Albany State that looks like a SWAC team. Same thing is going to happen at Fort Valley. It's already happening at Benedict.
What I don't understand, Ms. Ford, is like how are they allowed to get away with this? It's so obvious that they trying to fix it so certain schools can benefit. It's like just crazy to me.
That's what the NCAA is about. Basically, they didn't want TCU in that Final Four. They did.
They did.
Because the NCAA caters to the SEC. When it comes to football, it's SEC, Big Ten. College football is really regional now. When I was coming along as a kid, college football was it was like the greatest thing sports-wise in America, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You had Penn State up in the east. in the Midwest, you had Michigan, you had Ohio State. In the South, you had Alabama, LSU, you had Florida. Okay, out on the West Coast, you had Southern Cal, and you had UCLA. But now, the best football is in the Deep South. Quality football is in the Deep South and West. That football on the East is terrible. Football West Coast, man, let me tell you something. Them people out there at Southern Cal ought to be shaming themselves. They let Tulane kick their behind around on national TV.
Oh, yeah.
Tulane is an academic school.
Right.
That's like Vanderbilt. That's like Emory. That's like Georgetown University. And they kicked Southern Cal behind all over the TV.
And didn't they just hire that coach?
And so that's the problem. Huh?
Didn't they just hire that coach? Isn't that his first year?
Yeah, his name is Willie Fritz.
Yeah.
Willie Fritz is their coach. He was here in Georgia at Georgia Southern. Now, I believe his start was out there in the Texas high schools.
Yeah, because they were trying to get.
Southern got to do better than what they're doing.
Yeah, because Tulane was trying to get Coach Prime, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tulane competes academically. Tulane competes with Emory University, Vanderbilt, Duke University, Georgetown. They all go after the same kind of students. You let this school like this come and beat you behind. I think they played them in the where they played them. They played them in Texas.
It was in the Cotton Bowl, I think.
Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, it was the Cotton Bowl.
They kicked Southern Cal's behind all over the field.
Yep.
That's a shame.
What you think Hugh Jackson gonna do? I seen a lot of people trying to clown Hugh Jackson because he bringing the nice whips out and all that kind of stuff. I think that's actually cool of him. Like he's making it exciting for the kids and the recruiting. So I think it's cool.
Well, I think he's his biggest problem because I kept telling people all year, offensive coordination was their biggest problem. The mishandling of them quarterbacks, that bad play call, not being prepared. Because I'm going to tell you something. The worst game they played was the game that they dominated for 3 quarters, and that was the Bayou Classic. They gave that game to Southern. They gave it to them. Them running was running that ball in that third quarter, but you went away from them. Now, and I'm ready. Now, the graduate, I'm ready.
And you were breaking up, Mr. Ford.
I was saying that, they had bad play calling all year, not being prepared offensively. I think they solved their problem now. They went and got that offensive coordinator, and I think he's ready to go. Am I still breaking up?
No, you're good. I can hear you. So what?
Okay, yeah. So I think they solved their problem. They got him a real offensive coordinator now.
What you think?
There's some good offensive. This guy that's coming in for Jackson State. Are you familiar with him?
Which one? Which one are you talking about?
His name is Coach Harris. He's been with Hugh Freeze for years.
Oh yeah.
He was at Arkansas State with Hugh Freeze. Oh, that guy, man. Listen, this is the guy who helped train DK Metcalf. Now, this is the same guy. This game will be better than Brett. They haven't be better.
They haven't made an official announcement though. Yeah, have they? I don't think I've seen an official.
Coming though. He's bringing Shelby. I think Shelby's coming in from Texas State. The guy who's going to be offensive line coach is coming in from Northern Illinois. Who is my man? Okay, the guy from Alcorn is going to be defensive coordinator. Weeks will remain as defensive line. I think Ricard is still on the staff. I mean, they should be announcing it within the next 3 or 4 days.
You know, I didn't even know the strength and conditioning coach going to Colorado until I seen the video. I thought he was staying.
Yeah, what was his name? Sims?
Yeah, Mo Sims.
Yeah. I figured he would go with him because he did a good job last year.
He did. Man. He did. I thought he was going to stay there.
All of the things he did with them over the summer, it showed up during the season. He did a great job because that's a very important thing. See, if you got a good strength and conditioning coach, that's going to cut down on injuries during the season.
Yeah. They got a new one,
so
though.
That's somebody they got to replace.
They already replaced him. I
now,
forgot his name. I forgot his name. I seen him posted on Twitter.
I saw it too. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I seen him posted on Twitter. I forgot his name. But hopefully he does just as good a job. You know. What I'm seeing coaches do now, I think they're starting to go to these Power 5 schools and they're getting their assistants and their analysts and promoting them to like the coordinator positions and the strength and conditioning coach and stuff like that.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, which is smart. You know, you getting people that's trained in those environments, and they can just bring what they learned from those programs over to, you know, to the SWAC and whatever other program they go to.
Right. Yeah, it's I think TC's put together a top-notch staff. I told you this I didn't want him to do that homeboy stuff that Eric Dooley did down there at Southern.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Let's see what this next call is, Ms. Ford. Hold on a second.
Okay.
What's going on, Caller? You live? Talk to me.
What's going on, Sway Buzz and Miss Ford? I'm so glad to hear y'all, man, and I'm just glad y'all keeping it alive, man.
Yeah.
You know, some people want to say it's dead, but they don't know it really just started. And, we can have that torch, you know, even more than when we had it before. But I was thinking about, you know, going into the new season, man. I was thinking, you know, Mr. Ford gonna, you know, always correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's gonna be a 3-headed monster that I'm looking for so far. And this is what in my personal opinion, I just got to see TC. I'm gonna be real, but my 3-headed monster that I already have been consistent. Because let's just be honest, the big bad wolf is gone now. You know, Deion's gone, so now it's wide open. I think it's gonna be a 3-headed monster. I believe it's gonna be Alabama State. I believe it's gonna be Southern, and I believe it's gonna be FAMU. Because of, you know, the play and, you know, more notoriety, you know, from the other players they bring in, as well as the consistent play that they did last year, and they bring those guys, a lot of those guys back. So I think it's gonna be a 3-headed monster. Also, I believe as well, Dooley gonna have to show up this year because they have came back twice, you know, and went twice to the SWAC championships, but you have to show up and actually win. You have no more excuses. You got to figure out their quarterback situation. You want to have some receivers in this missing battle, some of these Power 5 guys, because that's not gonna cut it what you did last year. And then especially for that backup quarterback to come in and at the last game and give Jackson State a scare when you could have been playing that good the whole season. He cannot get away with that. Yeah, he cannot get away with that. And like I say, Jaguar fans like myself and other people, we're not gonna stand for it. We like, you know what we're saying. We really, really like Dooley because he was on the King Richardson. But still, that ain't gonna cut it. And not on the bluff. But thank y'all so much, and I love listening to y'all, and happy New Year to you and Mr. Ford.
Thank you for the call.
Happy New Year to you, man.
Somebody asked, have they replaced Neely? I don't know. You know, I
don't know if Neely gonna be able to come back into Jackson, baby, because they wearing him out. Man, they wearing Neely out.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
I don't know.
I knew that was gonna happen, but I understand what he's doing. Like, he wants to continue to keep his channel, his platform being lucrative and making money. And so, Coach Prime, he has a relationship with Coach Prime, and Coach Prime is going to allow him to come up there and get footage. I can't really blame him for, taking advantage of that opportunity. But like I said, this is why Jackson State need to have their own YouTube platform and be providing content on their own YouTube platform, so you won't have to depend on independent media, solely on independent media. Well, independent media is good to have, but not solely.
If you can hear me, if you come back to Jackson, make sure you got some bodyguards, because baby, they are hot with you. Now, the word is that they are going to replace the pregame show. That Jackson's, like you said, Jackson's going to set up their own platform.
Yeah, they need to do that.
I'm telling you, from the top to the bottom, it's a lot of people in Jackson are very upset with Neely. I'm serious, man. They are very upset with him.
Yeah. I mean, that's my frat brother, so I want to see. I always want to see the Newts do great, and I loved his platform. But I could definitely understand people's emotions and the way they feel about.
Very emotional, baby.
Because HBCU people built that. They built these platforms. Y'all built my platform. Y'all built Offscript. Y'all built Tomorrow Leader Sports Network. Y'all built Well Off Media. Y'all built all these platforms. So I can understand people feeling a certain type of way when these platforms leave and use their platform to amplify somebody else after it's already been built up by HBCU people.
Right. And wearing other people's colors and hats, and that's important now. Wearing other folks' paraphernalia.
Yeah.
So like I said, Brother Neil, if you come back, make sure you bring some bodyguards.
So I said Tiger Talk taking over. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Tiger Talk, Ken and Corey, man. Yeah. Oh, some good brothers, and they doing good work. Make sure y'all go subscribe to them. Yeah, I mean, Neely can do both. Like, why can't Neely do both? It's about relationship. Yeah, he can do both. And I even thought Well Off Media could be on both campuses because that platform has gotten so big now. I was saying that, like, if he had a Well Off Media person at Jackson State and he doing his thing at Colorado, he using that platform to amplify both programs. I thought that would be dope. Him creating like an empire with that platform, But people gonna do what they want to do. Let's see who's on this call. Hold on, y'all.
Oh, okay.
What's going on, Carly Live? Talk to me. Well, people gonna do what. What's going on, Carly Live?
Look, hello. Like, I wanted to speak on the situation with Neely and Slime Prime or whatever. You understand? I feel that like we are, you see, like an army, and we have generals. Some of them have went over to the other side. You understand? Some of our generals have gone over to the other side, and some of the soldiers that are left, they're saying they understand. That means that they would go to the other side too. You understand? They can't be trusted either because, like, they would do the same thing. But now we talk about leveling the playing field. We talk about we want to compete. But now we don't want to do that. We just want to be vanilla with a little dipped in some chocolate. We don't really want to compete. If we really wanted to compete, we would be trying to hold on to our resources to build up our institutions. You understand? But we ain't trying to do that. We just trying to be like the G League and supply talent to white folks. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that.
Good point.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's saying that people would do the same thing. It's saying that we can't tell him what to do with his platform. He is, I guess the sole proprietor of that platform. So we can't really tell him what to do, even though he went to Jackson State and, he's been covering Jackson State. He built it off Jackson State. I can't tell him you can't go off and make money elsewhere. You understand what I'm saying?
No, yeah, but we can't. But we condone. We look at it as a fault. We look at it as as though it's a positive. When it's really a negative, but we look at it as a positive because it's getting a little more money closer to white folks. You understand? And we say, well, we agree with that. But on the other hand, we say we want to level the playing field. We want to try to bring players in. But now the SWAC is good enough for the players, but it ain't good enough for the coaches and the administrators. You see, we want to bring in top-rate players, but now SWAC ain't good enough for the coaches and for the players. We understand them leaving. We understand that because we ain't nothing nowhere. We just supply resources. That's all. But that ain't what we say.
Yeah.
That's not what we say. We say we want to level the playing field.
I got you.
But that ain't what we trying to do.
Sweatbud, Tiger Talk, The Lit House, Jeff Lively, Raw Truth for updates and great Jackson State coverage, loyal to the soil. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all follow all those people, man. Make sure y'all follow all those people. Well, I appreciate your call, sir. Thank you for the call. All right. Mr. Ford, he came in. He wasn't playing when he came.
Yeah. You know, to repeat itself, I would encourage all of us go back and read the book. Only the Ball was. While Negro Leagues was really booming during the 30s and the 40s, and that was a plot to upend the Negro Leagues. And one of the people that was used to destroy the Negro Leagues was Jackie Robinson. And I hate to say it, we back at that point again in history. Black college sports is really hot right now, and them other people are trying to find a way to infiltrate by sending in people like Dion and all of them who come in, get their athletes, and then take them back to the PWI institutions. So you're calling the point now, but we just don't understand history. A lot of us don't understand history. Black, this happened 60 or 70 years ago with the Knicks.
Yeah. Let's see who this call is, Mr. Ford. Hold on. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't subscribed yet. Hit the like button. Thank y'all. What's going on, caller? You live? Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good.
Hey, how's it going, man?
All right, good. Listen, I just wanted to comment on someone was talking about Neely and things of that nature. My whole issue is, what is it going to take? We keep calling Dion slime time and all this other stuff, but what is it going to take for us as elected to focus on the bigger problem? And the bigger problem is not a coach, but the bigger problem are those that we have in administration as far as the commissioner and things of that nature. When are we going to start directing our anger that we have at Dion towards these people that are in these leadership positions that can change the brand and can build the brand? Because regardless of what Dion came in and did, he doesn't really have as much as power as the ones who are actually signing the checks and making these games and signing the television contract. But yet we want to fuss about Dion, but we're not looking at our presidents. We're not looking at our athletic directors. We're not looking at the SWAC commissioners, the MEAC commissioners. We're not coming to them and we're not saying, hey, what can we do to make this brand better? I just want to know how y'all feel about that.
Well, I've said that I think the number one priority now is that money has to be poured into that SWAC network. The ACC has a network. The SEC has a network. I think the Big Ten has a network. The SWAC needs its own network. That's one of the top things we got to do. We don't need to have to depend on ESPN. We need our own network.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Because I listen to some of these podcasts and they talk about what Dion should have did, what he could have did, and all this other stuff. And I feel it's a waste of time because he's no longer in the SWAC.
Yeah.
Like, if we all collectively use our energy and influence and platforms to start looking at these commissioners and say, hey, what are y'all going to do? I think we can do a lot more than just constantly looking at what he could have done, what Dion should have done, what he said he was going to do, what he didn't do. Because a lot of these, when you really think about it, a lot of these commissioners, they're basically making great money. They're not doing what they're supposed to do as far as when it comes to our brand. But we just keep letting them get away with it. We don't say nothing about it.
That's a fair point. What I think about it is it's so fresh for people because it just happened, a few weeks ago. So it's so fresh for people, and people gonna be talking about this all off season.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna be talking about Coach Prime all off season.
Of course.
They're gonna be talking about Coach Prime all next season.
Of course, but I just think. But see, when people got to realize, Coach, he was still just a coach.
Yeah.
So as much as media influence he had, he really didn't have no power. You know what I'm saying? He brought us into certain things, but he ain't the one that's signing these contracts.
So as much as he was talking, all he could do was talk. He couldn't do nothing for real until actually people behind the scenes who are making these deals actually do something. He just brought this stuff to light. But I think there's a lot of people, the stuff that he brought to light, a lot of people are ignoring. Because regardless if he was here or not, there's still a lot of issues that we see, and we see it all the time. You know, I shouldn't have to go to somebody's phone stream on YouTube to try to catch a game. You know what I'm saying? Like some games I have to actually find it on YouTube, and I'm trying to. I should be able to click on my app or something and be able to. I want to watch some SWAC football, or I want to watch some EA football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I've been saying that for the longest, that we definitely need an app or something to broadcast our football games, and we shouldn't be dependent on ESPN. Because I can't stand ESPN because I feel like they're so biased to those big Power 5 schools. Right. They're so biased to them, and they just throw us to the side. But we have such a big following. So if they were really smart, they would put their money behind black college football, because black college football have a lot of fans and have a lot of eyes on them. They would put money behind us.
Yeah, but you know, we look at ESPN, but my thing is ESPN is only cutting deals with people that we trust as commissioners. You know what I'm saying? ESPN is just a network. It's our commissioners and our representation who's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, hey, what y'all doing with our product? You know what I'm saying? Right. Because we can fuss at ESPN all day, but ESPN ain't the SWAC commissioner. ESPN ain't the MEAC commissioner. They ain't cutting these deals. They ain't the ones who's saying, hey, this is what we're going to do.
And
only thing ESPN doing is saying, hey, you want us to broadcast your stuff? Okay, this is the deal. This is the deal we giving y'all.
And I think
it's up to our commissioners to say, hey, we don't want that deal. That ain't a good deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think that what was
stop handling these leftovers.
What was so good about having somebody like Coach Prime in the fold, it was with issues like that, because somebody like Coach Prime, he's seen big money deals. He's seen he's been in these meetings and seen what stuff is supposed to look like. That's why it's always good to have an outside opinion to come in and see what stuff is supposed to look like, because sometimes we'll get complacent. We'll get complacent with things look at a certain way, and it takes somebody to come in and say, hey, man, that don't look good. You think it look good because it's been done like that for decades, but it don't really look good. Y'all need to fix that. So that's so that's what I think, you know, we need to get people like that to come into the SWAC and help fix things, because it's a lot of complacency here. You know, if I'm gonna be honest.
A whole lot. And a lot of people, did you see that thing where he was talking about the games and he was talking about the money games and stuff? People didn't like what Deion had to say, but he was right. People didn't like when he was talking about the money games and how much we really didn't see of those money games.
Yeah,
people got mad about that.
Well, I think it depends. I think it depends on the school. I think it depends on the school.
But
because Jackson State.
These are the conversations I believe, and we all started to have these podcasts. Started more just having these conversations instead of just so focused on other things. We're not sitting back and saying, "Hey, who's making our decisions, man? Who's? Why am I going to YouTube to try to find a game on somebody's phone, streaming from somebody's phone?"
Yeah.
But that's the only point I had to make, though. I mean, so I feel like, there's so much that we're so focused on him, we're not focused on the fact that we got people in charge that pretty much not doing what they're supposed to do.
Right. Well, thank you for the call.
I appreciate y'all time, man.
All right.
Okay, have a good night, then.
All right, y'all have a great night.
Okay.
Someone said we don't have many at the table. We don't have knowledge of the business of sports. And that's why you have to bring people in that have that knowledge. Someone said Byron already set up HBCU Go. I think HBCU Go is a very good secondary option for us. I think but we need something to be that main thing. That main,
and I
because
think he can be that main thing.
Yeah. I feel like, but I feel like
very impressed with him this year.
Yeah, I like what they're doing, but they do cover other things as well. They do cover other things as well.
I'm looking at basketball.
Yeah.
I've seen. I think I've seen three. I saw Southern beat somebody the other night. I've seen two basketball games. I enjoyed them. It was Charlie Neal and who? It was somebody else. They did a great job.
Yeah, we need them to be able to broadcast everything though. If that's what it's gonna be, if it's gonna be HBCU Go, we need them to be able to broadcast and get that quality to most of our games.
Right.
Like we shouldn't have a game that's on, like Valley basketball game the other day was on their YouTube channel, which don't even have a big following.
Right. And I saw Arkansas Pine Bluff beat Texas Southern men.
Yeah,
I watched that game.
So yeah, we need to really prioritize the way our content is pushed out, because we're sitting on a gold mine, y'all. We really are. And I just wish we would bring the people in that can really make this thing pop off and look the way it's supposed to look. Hold on, let's see what this call is. What's going on, caller? You live? Talk to me.
Doc Holiday, man. Happy New Year to you, bro.
What's going on, Doc?
Just sitting at the house. Mr. Ford, what's up?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good. Just finished the show, but I'm just chilling.
Listen, Doc, I was going to call you the other day. I wanted us to write a paper together and ask TCU to go down to Division II in football. They were terrible, man.
Oh man, Fort Worth is they was on TCU's head the whole night,
right?
And the next day, it was crazy, man. But if we talk about TV stuff, bro, so after me, I'm gonna tell you like this: after me and Mr. Ford, we was looking at and watching that debacle after the first half. We decided we were gonna watch HBCU Go, so we watched the basketball game, and bro, the clarity on that is second to none.
Yeah.
To where we can actually get that,
I wonder, could we talk to Byron Allen about setting up that SWAC network? Could he do that? I know he could pull it off, because, like I said, I enjoyed, SWAC, you told me about that HBCU Go this summer, and then I started watching. I really enjoyed those games. I'm wondering if we could get with Byron Allen and let him set up that SWAC network. I know he'd do a great job.
Yeah, and have an app that people can access, and people will pay for that. I would pay $10 a month.
Y'all, I want ESPN to hit the door. I'm through with them. I'm through with ESPN. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm through with them.
Mr. Ford, he's like, ESPN gotta go.
Yeah,
they gotta go. I'm telling you, listen, I've been watching college basketball, Division I college basketball on ESPN Plus. There have been no issues. But all these issues I saw this summer with SWAC football, I think that stuff was intentional. I think the poor quality was orchestrated, and I believe they did it on purpose. I'm just sorry. That's how I feel. Because I hadn't seen no problem. I watched Division I basketball on ESPN Plus. Like I told you, SWAC angles are good, colors good. This summer, the SWAC, the Boombox Classic, not the championship, the Boombox Classic, it blanked out. One time the audio went out. Now I know they might say it was the weather, but I just think that all those problems, that poor quality, that was done purposely. Because first of all, I thought the Boombox Classic should have been ESPNU or ESPN2. They were already on that college game day.
Yeah.
It should have been on ESPNU or ESPN2.
Yeah. I think it was. Wasn't it on ESPN too? If I'm not
No,
mistaken.
that was the championship.
Okay.
The SWAC championship was on there.
And championship game was
Yeah,
on
but
ESPN
the
too.
Boombox Classic, which was during the season, that was on ESPN Plus because I watched it on ESPN Plus. It was terrible. The production was terrible.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna get it together. Go ahead.
What you think about the couple of recruits in the last couple of weeks that we got that's already in, either coming in or that's already in right now?
I mean,
you just got a kid from ULM, a safety. He looks like during Jack Tatum.
Yeah, they got some good players coming in.
You got a safety, and then I think you got you got the quarterback from, was it Louisiana Lafayette? Was that right?
Which one you talking about?
You got a quarterback coming in from Louisiana Lafayette.
Oh yeah. He's from Mississippi.
Yeah, he can play. I saw his films. When I heard it, I saw it. I went back and he can play. Well,
he's kind of short though.
Room is really good.
He's kind of short though, so I want to see how, I know he's very mobile and he has very good arm talent, but he's like 5'9".
So yeah, he can throw it.
He's like 5'9". So I want to see how.
Right. I think that's like 5, but he can throw it though.
Yeah. I want to see how he's going to
look. Picked up a D tackle from LSU and the receiver from Idaho State out of the portal.
So. Yeah. I seen.
Okay, now who's coming from LSU?
It's a defensive tackle.
He's coming to Jackson?
He's coming to Jack State.
Whoa, what's the name?
He just committed today. His name is Richardson. I know his last name, Richardson.
Let me know so I can look him up. Because as soon as I hear that name, I just put it in. I go, their name 247. They give it a history, and then I go their name and huddle, and then I can see highlights. If it ain't nothing but high school highlights, that's what I do.
His name is Deshaun Richardson.
How many years does he have left?
Let me see how many years he had left.
And what's his hometown? Where's he from?
I don't know where he's from. I don't think I know where he's from.
Okay.
I'm looking at his Twitter right now. I'm looking at his Twitter. Yeah,
How big is he?
I don't see where he's from. I think he's 6'4". I think.
And,
200
something, 300.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm surprised ain't nobody put it in the chat yet. They say you got 4 years left, Mr. Ford.
I see somebody put that years left.
Yeah, they say you got 4 years left. He's 6'3". He's 6'3", 280.
Oh, he's from Pahokee. Oh, you know he's a player. That's Pahokee, Florida.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 280 pounds.
And he's what, defensive end or can do both? Defensive end, defensive tackle?
Yeah, D tackle with 4 years of eligibility.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. That town right there, Pahokee, Florida, man, that town has put in so many players. Now I'm trying to think. Joe Milton, that quarterback from Tennessee, is either from Pahokee or Parker. He's from one of them towns. Man, it's a lot of people out of that town, Pahokee, man.
So I think he was just
That's
on the
question I want to ask. I don't want to hold up your line right there.
Okay. Yeah, appreciate the call, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Doc Holiday 2, HBCU Overdrive. I appreciate you, Doc.
Hey, have a good night, Doc.
Yeah, Mr. Ford, we're gonna go and close this out. I'm gonna go and end the show tonight.
Okay.
I didn't want to do a too long show tonight. I just want to come on here and chop it up with the people for a minute. I haven't been on for a minute, so I wanted to chop it up with y'all and let y'all know everything is gonna be all right.
When you coming back?
I may come back this weekend. It depends on what goes on. Something big happens, I'll come back. I'll be dropping my videos throughout the week as well.
Right.
So
right.
I'll be doing
that. I was just when you're gonna do your live show again.
Yeah. But yeah, man. When it's definitely something big happen, I do a live show. We in the dead period right now, but I'll be dropping my videos. So make sure y'all tune into the videos.
Bringing the kids to the camp.
Yeah.
But February 3rd, that's signing day.
Someone said HBO Go quality is trash. Why you say
that? Where's that? I love HBO Go. I've basketball and football. I ain't had a criticism on nothing.
Dante, so he must be trolling. He gonna say SWAC Buzz ain't SWAC. I'm more SWAC than most of these channels out here. If we gonna be real, if we gonna be real, I'm more SWAC than most of these folks out here. Let's be real.
That's who is that? DeAnthony? Is that DeAnthony Butler?
Yeah, DeAnthony Butler. He trolling.
Yeah,
HBCU Go
he trolling.
Was in his first year. I'm sure quality will improve. Yeah.
Oh, it was really good. I love HBCU Go. And I didn't know anything about it, the SWAC, till you told me about them. Man, I love them.
Yeah.
I wish that was primary instead of secondary.
He need to open that app up to Android though, because I don't have iPhone. I like to edit and stuff on my phone, so I always buy the phones with the stylus that come with it. Deontay said, "Just kidding, SWAC Buzz."
Hey, somebody asked what's that transfer's name again from LSU?
Deshaun Richardson.
Okay, yeah.
And he spelled it Deshaun. Yeah, it's on Roku. Okay, well, yeah, Mr. Ford, I appreciate you calling. You know, I love having you on the show. I love everyone tuning in. Listen. Go ahead.
Okay, y'all have a good night, okay?
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ford.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Hopefully the code is hopefully he commutes to Jackson State, because that will be a big time gift for Jackson State. You know, we need that. You know, we need those big moments to happen for the Jackson State and for the SWAC during this period. You know, thanks, SWAC Buzz. Yeah, man. Y'all know I'm here for y'all, man. Y'all know we're going to keep this thing rolling. We're going to keep it rolling. Do you think some of these transfers will have eligibility issues? No, I don't think so. I think Coach TC Taylor is going to be doing his due diligence when it comes to the transfers. So I'm confident that they'll be all right. But yeah, I want HBCU Go to open it up to Android. They're definitely a good platform for us to have. I just wish we could have our own, like Mr. Ford said, a SWAC network where we can just open up an app and watch all the SWAC games. I think that would be so dope, and that's something that we definitely need to invest in. Someone said, I like 7. Yeah, man. Jackson State got some players. They got some players. They shouldn't have much of a drop-off at all. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button before you go. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in to the platform. We're still going to keep things rolling. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Share the content. You know, if you know people that like SWAC content, make sure you share the content, share it with them, and so we can grow this thing and keep it moving. But I appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gone. All right.